57 Fun Facts about the 57th Grammy nominees. Mary J. Blige, Katy Perry. 57th Grammy nominee facts. By now you've seen the list of 57th Grammy nominees. But with 83 categories, it's a lot of information to absorb. We've dissected the list to bring you factoids about this year's nominees that are sure to make you the star attraction at your group Grammy viewing party. So begin with our list of 57 fun facts about the 57th Grammy nominees and mark your calendar for music's biggest night on Sunday, February 8 from 8 to 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time, PT on CBS. Sam Smith is nominated for each of the Big Four awards: Album, Record and Song of the Year, and Best New Artist. At 22, HES the second youngest artist ever to achieve that feat. Mariah Carey was just 20 when she was nominated for all four awards 24 years ago. Female artists account for 4 of the 5 Record of the Year nominees. It's the first time in 16 years, and only the 4th time in Grammy history, that women have dominated the category to that degree. Fancy by Iggy Azalea featuring Charli XCX is just the second all-female collaboration to receive a Record of the Year nomination. The first was The Boy Is Mine, the 1998 smash by Brandy and Monica. Shake It Off is Taylor Swift's third single to receive a Record of the Year nomination. The sassy smash follows You Belong With Me 2009 and We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together 2012. Sia's Chandelier is the year's only work to be nominated for both Record of the Year and Best Music Video. Pharrell Williams is competing with himself for Album of the Year. He's nominated for his own album, Girl, and as a co-producer for both Beyoncé's Beyoncé and Ed Sheeran's Expect is nominated for Album of the Year for Morning Phase. He's the first artist to be nominated in this category in each decade from the 1990s through the 2010s. He was previously nominated for Odelay 1996 and Midnight Vultures 2000. Beyoncé is nominated for Album of the Year for the second time. For Beyoncé, she was nominated 5 years ago for I Am, Sasha Fierce. Beyoncé has amassed 53 Grammy nominations, more than any other female artist. Ed Sheeran's sophomore album, X, has the shortest title of any Album of the Year finalist in Grammy history. The old record was held jointly by James Taylor's JT, Peter Gabriel's So and Adele's 21. Another album titled X, by Chris Brown, is nominated for Best Urban Contemporary Album. Brown won the 2011 award for Best R&B Album for FAME Hosier. A Song of the Year finalist for Take Me to Church was born in Bray County, Wicklow, Ireland. Other Irish songwriters that have been nominated for this top Grammy include Gilbert O'Sullivan and U2. Meghan Trainor's All About the Bass, which is nominated both for Record and Song of the Year, is not the first Grammy-nominated song to celebrate a woman's bass. So Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back won for Best Rap Solo Performance for 1992. Brandy Clark, who is nominated for Best New Artist and Best Country Album, received her first Grammy nomination a year ago for Best Country Song. She was a co-writer with Shane McAnally, Casey Musgraves of Miranda Lambert's hit Mama's Broken Heart. Haim, comprising sisters Estee, Danielle and Alana Haim, are the first sister trio to receive a Best New Artist nomination. 2 all-female collaborations, Fancy by Iggy Azalea featuring Charli XCX and Bang Bang by Jessie J, Ariana Grande and Nicki Minaj, are competing for Best Pop Duo, Group Performance. Either would become the first all-female collabo to win in the pop field since Lady Marmalade, the 2001 smash by Christina Aguilera, Lil' Kim, Maya, and Pink. Tony Bennett is vying for his 12th award in the Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album category. He's nominated for Cheek to Cheek, a collaboration with Lady Gaga. Bennett is by far the most frequent winner in the category. Michael Bublé is second with 4 wins. With Cheek to Cheek, Lady Gaga is vying to take Best Album honors in a third genre. She previously won for Best Electronic Dance Album for the Fame 2009 and Best Pop Vocal Album for the Fame Monster 2010. Johnny Mathis, nominated for Best Traditional Pop Vocal Album for Sending You a Little Christmas, received his first Grammy nomination in 1960, the third year of the awards. His classic rendition of Misty was nominated for Best Vocal Performance, Male, Single or Track. Miley Cyrus received her first Grammy nomination for Bangers, which is a finalist for Best Pop Vocal Album. Her dad, Billy Ray Cyrus, received a 1992 nomination for Best New Artist. Coldplay, who are nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album for Ghost Stories, have previously won for Best Alternative Music Album twice and Best Rock Album once. Katy Perry is nominated for Best Pop Vocal Album and Best Pop Duo Group Performance. This brings Perry's career total of nominations to 13. She is looking for her first win. deadmau5 is nominated for Best Dance Electronic Music Album for the third time in the past 4 years. The Canadian musician is nominated for his 7th studio album, while Mary J. Blige is nominated for Best Dance Recording as the featured artist on Disclosure's F for You. The versatile singer has won 9 Grammys in 4 distinct genres: R&B, rap, pop, and gospel. Slipknot, nominees for Best Metal Performance for the Negative One, won the 2005 award in this category with Before I Forget. 2 tracks from a tribute album to the late Ronnie James Dio are nominated for Best Metal Performance. They are Anthrax' Neon Nights and Tenacious D's The Last in Line. Dio in 2010. The Black Keys, nominated for Best Rock Album for Turn Blue, won in that category 2 years ago with El Camino. Their album before that, Brothers, won the 2010 award for Best Alternative Music Album. U2's 13th studio album, Songs of Innocence, is nominated for Best Rock Album. All 5 of the band's studio albums since 1994, when this category was introduced, have been nominated for this award. U2 have amassed 46 Grammy nominations, more than any other group. Jack White, nominated for Best Alternative Music Album for his 2nd solo album, Lazaretto, won 3 times in this category with the White Stripes. If he wins again this year, he'll become the first 4-time winner in the category's history. St. Vincent is vying to become just the 2nd female solo artist to win for Best Alternative Music Album. Sinead O'Connor won the first ever award in the category for her 1990 album I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got. Malcolm Jamal Warner, who rose to fame on The Cosby Show, is nominated for Best Traditional R&B Performance as a featured artist on Robert Glasper Experiment's Jesus Children. The track also features Layla Hathaway. Love, Marriage, Divorce by Toni Braxton and Babyface is nominated for Best R&B Album. It's vying to become the 2nd collaboration to win in that category. Wake Up, by John Legend and The Roots took the 2010 award. Robert Glasper Experiment are vying for Best R&B Album for Black Radio 2. Their initial Black Radio won the 2012 award in this category. 2 tracks from Lecrae's 7th studio album, Anomaly, were nominated in very different categories. All I Need Is You is a finalist for Best Rap Performance. Messengers, featuring For King Country, is nominated for Best Contemporary Christian Music Performance Song. With the Marshall Mathers LP2, Eminem is vying to win Best Rap Album for the 6th time. Eminem's 5 previous wins make him the category leader. Kanye West is 2nd with 4 wins. Schoolboy Q was featured on Macklemore Ryan Lewis The Heist, which was last year's winner for Best Rap Album. This year, the Los Angeles rapper is nominated in that category with his own album, Oxymoron. Childish Gambino, nominated for Best Rap Album for Because the Internet, is the musical persona of actor Donald Glover, best known for his role on the TV series Community. Neil Patrick Harris received his first ever Grammy nomination this year. The actor and frequent awards show host is nominated for Best Musical Theatre Album for Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Keith Urban, nominated for Best Country Solo Performance for Cop Car, amassed 4 Grammys for Best Male Country Vocal Performance in a 6-year span 2005 through 2010. Meanwhile, Back at Mama's by Tim McGraw featuring Faith Hill is nominated for Best Country Duo Group Performance. It's their 6th nomination for vocal performance as a team. The band Perry are vying to become the 3rd artist to win a Grammy for a recording of Gentle on My Mind. John Hartford, the song's composer, and Glenn Campbell both won 1967 Grammys for recordings of the song. Paul Epworth is vying for his 2nd award in the category of Producer of the Year, Non-Classical. He won 3 years ago, chiefly for his work on Adele's 21. This year, his projects included Paul McCartney, Foster the People and FKA Twigs. Swedish hit maker Max Martin is nominated for Producer of the Year, Non-Classical for the first time. In addition, HES nominated for both Record and Song of the Year for his work on Taylor Swift's Shake It Off. Current nominees Beck and Jack White are among the artists who will perform at the 2015 Music Airs Person of the Year Tribute Gala honoring Bob Dylan on February 6. Aloe Blacc received his first career nomination for Best R&B Album for Lift Your Spirit. Black is among the artists who will perform at Lean On Me, a celebration of music and philanthropy, the 17th annual Grammy Foundation Legacy Concert taking place February 5. Taylor Swift is the lone nominee, who is the subject of a current exhibit at the Grammy Museum, featuring personal photographs, handwritten lyrics, tour costumes, and more. The Taylor Swift Experience is on display through May 10. Iggy Azalea is nominated for Best Rap Album for the new classic. Should she win, Azalea would become the first female, solo artist to take home the award. Tom Petty's nod for Best Rock Album for Hypnotic Eye with the Heartbreakers is his 18th career nomination. Petty won his first Grammy for Best Rock Performance by a Duo, a Group with Vocal, for 1989 for Traveling Wilburys Volume 1. The Traveling Wilburys featured Petty and, among others, George Harrison, who is one of this year's Special Merit Awards recipients. Paramore's Hayley Williams and Taylor York are up for Best Rock Song for the group's Ain't It Fun. This marks the second time the two musicians have received a nomination in a songwriting category. They were previously nominated for Decode, which was a 2009 finalist, for Best Song Written for Motion Picture, Television or Other Visual Media. English rock group Bastille are among this year's nominees for Best New Artist. They are vying to become the first English collective to take home the honor since Sade won the award for 1985. Former President Jimmy Carter is nominated for Best Spoken Word Album, includes poetry, audiobook storytelling for A Call to Action. If he takes the award, Carter will become the third former or future president with 2 Grammy wins, joining Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. Carter is scheduled to present the award to Bob Dylan at the 2015 Person of the Year Gala. Gloria Gaynor's We Will Survive, True Stories of Encouragement, Inspiration, and the Power of Song is also nominated for Best Spoken Word Album, includes poetry, audiobook storytelling. At 35 years, Gaynor has the longest gap between nominations of any current nominee. Her last nominations were for 1979, including a win for Best Disco Recording for I Will Survive. Ziggy Marley and Anushka Shankar are nominated for Best Reggae Album and Best World Music Album, respectively. Both artists' fathers, Bob Marley and Ravi Shankar, are Grammy winners and Recording Academy Lifetime Achievement Award recipients. Kendrick Lamar's I is the lone song with a one-letter title to be nominated this year. It's up for Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song. The Monster by Eminem featuring Rihanna is among the nominees for Best Rap Song Collaboration. The two stars received a 2010 nomination in this category for Love the Way You Lie. Weird Al Yankovic and Louis C.K. each received nominations for Best Comedy Album. Each has previously won in the category, Yankovic for Poodle Hat 2003, Louis C.K. for Hilarious 2011. With 6 Grammy wins, Carrie Underwood has the most Grammys by an American Idol alumnus. SHE's up for 2 more this year, Best Country Solo Performance and Best Country Duo Group Performance. What Do? Arcade Fire, Tony Bennett, Glenn Campbell, Alison Krauss, Barbra Streisand, Taylor Swift, and U2 have in common, besides all being current nominees, they've all released albums that have won Album of the Year honors. Grammy Insider Bruce Springsteen, Arcade Fire, Madonna, Drake, Jack White, Luis Enrique and lists. Rolling Stone has published 50 greatest live acts right now, a list of the top 50 artists giving fans bang for the buck on the road, according to a panel of writers, industry professionals and artists. Known for his impromptu set lists and energetic performances, 2012 Music Airs Person of the Year, Bruce Springsteen claimed the top spot. Grammy winners dominated the remainder of the top 10, with Rage Against the Machine, Jack White, Radiohead, Jay-Z, Neil Young, Arcade Fire, The Rolling Stones, and Prince placing at spots 9 to 2, respectively. Other notables include Paul McCartney number 15, Metallica number 18, Kanye West number 20, Madonna number 30, Skrillex number 42, and Taylor Swift number 49. Touring Frank Ocean fans won't be tuning into his Grammy-winning Channel Orange anytime soon. On July 25, Ocean was diagnosed with a vocal cord injury, forcing him to cancel an Australian tour and a headlining performance at the OVO Fest on August 4 in Toronto. Drake may have started from the bottom, but now HE's been added to the bill for the iHeartRadio Festival, scheduled to kick off on September 21 in Las Vegas. The Eagles are setting up shop in California again. The 6-time Grammy-winning collective will reopen the Forum in Inglewood, Calof, on January 15, 2014, following the historic venue's $100 million renovation. film. Theatre scrubs are going crazy for the upcoming TLC biopic Crazy Sexy Cool, The TLC Story. Along with a trailer, members Tion-T Boz Watkins and Rosonda Chili Thomas announced plans to release a TLC Greatest Hits album, which will also feature new songs written by Lady Gaga and Ennio. On October 15, Luis Enrique is doing the tango all the way to Broadway. Enrique will make his Broadway debut on July 30, joining the cast of Forever Tango for a limited engagement. New music: 3 royal duets recorded 30 years ago by the King of Pop Michael Jackson and Queen frontman Freddie Mercury are scheduled to finally see an official release later this year. According to The Times, the demos were recorded in 1983 at Jackson's home studio, but a larger collaboration never materialized due to conflicting schedules. Still on hiatus from Bon Jovi, Richie Sambora has resurfaced with a new single, Come Back As Me. The guitar-based track features some pointed lyrics. What do you want me to say? I gave you everything I could give, but everything just wasn't enough, so I just let live and live. Could Sambora be sending a message to someone in particular? Yoko Ono Plastic Band will be taking fans to the Land of Hell, 1 week at a time. Tracks from the upcoming album, Take Me to the Land of Hell, will debut on the band's website each week until the album is released on September 15. Herbie Hancock, The Complete Columbia Album Collection 1972–1988, a 3/4 CD box set featuring music from jazz icon Herbie Hancock, will hit shelves on November 12. Charity Jack White isn't just a consoler of the lonely. The 9-time Grammy winner recently gave a boost to the National Recording Preservation Foundation in the form of a $200,000 donation to the organization, which safeguards the nation's recorded sound history. Yeezus, aka Kanye West, and Jesus Walks co-writer Rhymefest are attempting to save Chicago youth. Donda's House, a charity co-founded by the Chi-Town Rappers, will team with a local church to host Got Bars, a free music training program that will teach students to write and record music. Listen, Florence the Machine's Big God. Florence Machine drop new single Big God High Hope. The new Florence the Machine album High as Hope is due out on June 29, and on June 19, Florence Welch unleashed its third preview track, Big God. Built on a simple piano bassline, the song brings in flute and features Kamasi Washington on saxophone. Emily Hainier co-produced the track with Welch, and Jamie XX co-wrote the song. Welch said Big God is about, obviously, an unfillable hole in the soul, but mainly about someone not replying to my text. Welch's feelings of abandonment aside, the song's emotional and sonic extravagance remind us why the album is so highly anticipated. The first 2 singles released from High as Hope were Sky Full of Song, which previewed in April, followed by Hunger in May, currently running more than 13 million views on YouTube for its official video. The band's previous album was 2015's Grammy-nominated How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful, which reached #1 on the Billboard 200 that summer. Florence the Machine will begin the North American tour for their upcoming album on August 5 in Montreal, Canada. Dates continue through October 20 in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tour information and tickets are available via the band's website. Catching up on music news powered by the Recording Academy just got easier. Have a Google Home device talk to Grammys. iHeartRadio Festival adds Fleetwood Mac. Fleetwood Mac added 2018 iHeartRadio Festival lineup. iHeartRadio Festival at eHeart Festival June 12, 2018, honored as the 2018 Music Airs Person of the Year, the first band to ever receive that honor. Fleetwood Mac also learned in March that their 1977 album Rumors has been added to the Library of Congress National Recording Registry. Both Rumors and their 1975 self-titled album have been inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, and Rumors won Album of the Year at the 20th Grammy Awards. iHeartRadio Festival pre-sale ticket sales have already begun for this now even more classic 2 days in Las Vegas, and general sales open on June 15. Catching up on music news powered by the Recording Academy just got easier. Have a Google Home device talk to Grammys.